The tension heightened this morning at a meeting between Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra and Bangkok Governor Mom Ratchawong Sukhumpan Boripat at the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration's Department of Drainage and Sewerage. While Plot Prasop Surasawadi, the Science and Technology Minister, said he believed that all districts of Bangkok would be flooded, Bangkok governors thought that some parts of Bangkok could be saved from the floods. Sukhumpan said the drainage systems of Bangkok was not built to prepare the massive flow of water from the north to the south. Sanya Shi Nimitpon, the department's Director General, conducted the briefing to the Prime Minister. Representatives of the Irrigation Department also took part in this briefing to tackle the growing flood crisis in the capital. Sanya told the meeting that the amount of water was overwhelming, making it extremely difficult to control its movements. He said flood protection of the western part of Bangkok has failed. Nation News Agency reported that the atmosphere of the meeting was rather tense, reflecting the sharp conflict between the Irrigation Department and the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration. Representatives of the Irrigation Department said that the department would not borrow water pumps from the BMA for fears that the BMA governor would give negative interviews against the Irrigation Department. Sukhumpan argued that the BMA has never held the Irrigation Department in contempt. Prime Minister Yingluck had to intervene to cut short the arguments. Sukhumpan also said he is seeking cooperation from all agencies to tackle the floods and the weak spots. He added that most water pumps are now operating 24 hours a day and trying to catch up with floods. Tirachon Manomai Pibun, a deputy Bangkok governor, said that the authorities must ensure that they could prevent in different areas from destroying the dikes protecting the floods from getting out of control. He warned that a failure to do so could lead to floods in all 50 districts of Bangkok. He also said that if the BMA gets more water pumps in the Klong Pasijaran, Tom Thong, Bang Khun Tien, and Racha Burana might be saved from the floods.
Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra was scheduled to hold a meeting at the Flood Relief Operations Center at the Energy Complex this morning to discuss how to tackle the worsening flood situation in Bangkok. The Prime Minister would also be holding separate meetings to prepare her trip to open the Thai Lao Bridge linking Nakhon Phanom and Kham Mueon, her participation in the APEC Leadership Summit in Hawaii, and the ASEAN Summit in Bali this month. Water has begun to accumulate at the energy complex, which is located opposite the central Lat Phrao on Vipawadi Road. The water level is around 20 centimeters. However, traffic is still possible there. As for the update of the flood situation in Bangkok, from Kaset Sat intersection to Klong Bang Bua, the water level is rising by 12 centimeters a day. Small vehicles can't pass through. Residents around the area have started to evacuate out of their homes. At Rachada Pisek, both inbound and outbound, the water is pushing up from underneath the sewage system in front of the Chao Phraya Park Hotel. From Ratchayotin to Rachada Pisek Soi 42, the water level has reached the pavements. In front of Ratchapat Chan Kasem University and the Criminal Court Complex at Rachada Pisek, the water has also been seeping underneath the pavements, causing floods at 5 to 10 centimeters. On Vipawadi Road, the parallel traffic to Shinawatra 3 building is seeing the water level at 20 centimeters.
On the line with us, Kun Onganan Amatayakun, our reporter whose house has recently been flooded. Kun Onganan.
Yes, Kun.
You're with
hello,
and Rina.
And how's the situation around your house?
Well, first of all, I must admit that I cannot leave my house at the moment. I can only stand on the higher floors of my house to monitor the situation just around the area, but I can't get to see the big picture of the Ratchayotin area. But first of all, let me tell you this. In front of my house, the water has came into my house already on the first floor, and it has flooded my garage totally.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I'm still holding on. There's no damage
Right.
to the structure or the stuff in my house. But walking out of the soil is, well, nearly impossible because the water is above to the waist level already in some of the parts. It's not possible for small cars to go through. Basically, you have to get a boat and row out of here. It's a really a bad situation over here.
Kun Onganan, do you have any evacuation plans, or if you plan to stay, have you stocked up food?
Well, it's not up to the evacuation level just yet. This is only for me, but for some of the houses in the district here, I could see that they stay at the lower level, and that the floodwater has gone into their first story of houses, and then definitely some of the people who are not prepared for the floods would definitely have to evacuate if the water can come into the building and just devastate their first floor.
Did you move your belongings to high grounds?
Well, for me alone, I already did, so I'm pretty safe here for the moment.
Good.
But the water level has been rising really fast from last night up until this morning. For some reason, it's just been faster than 2 days before. And definitely, I can't be walking out of the soil.
And how deep is the water now? Inside your house and around the areas of your house?
What was the question?
How deep is the water level?
It's about the waist level, like I told you.
The waist level. Wow.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for joining us and stay safe, Kun Onganan.
Okay. All right. I'll try my best to keep you updated. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
We also have another reporter on the line with us, Kun Nirasha Malisak Lemire, who will give us the situation probably in
Right.
Rama 2.
Right.
สวัสดีค่ะ คุณนิรชาคะ
สวัสดีค่ะคุณวีนา how are you
Yeah, we're good here.
All right. And how are you, Kun Nirasha?
well thank you very muchคุณวีนา I'm fine I'm actually standing at the Hollandia in Ramatu right now
Right.
The situation actually is quite crowded around here so a lot of people are leaving to the south and there's also some van that's still going to Ayutthaya and Navanakon, however, here. But the traffic is around here, surprisingly, believe me or not, there's no traffic at all, even whether to be outbound or inbound. And the situation around Ramatu is quite calm, actually. There's not a lot of people now. I've seen some people carrying their suitcases, including they take their pets, the birds, along, get on the pickup truck and leave. The department stores around here, which are the Big C Ramatu and Central Ramatu, they're actually preparing for the floods as well as the Central. They have built their sandbag walls about 1 meter height around all over, and also they dig into the ground, I think maybe just to prevent the flood coming or just changing some system to install the system for the water to not coming in.
As the water expert, Dr. Seri says the flood is moving to your ways. And did you plan to evacuate or anything?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear as well?
Can you please repeat that?
Oh, sure. As the water expert, Dr. Seri said the flood is moving to Rama 2. What's your plan on that?
The plan about the people around here?
Yeah.
Well, they are preparing since 2 weeks ago that I can see, and even now they're still preparing. I still see people go inside the department store and buy big buckets to install the water. Actually, the water around here is actually dirty now. It smells. It's yellow. But many people bought the plastic bags and sandbags to build around the house. Some people choose to leave, but some people say they will stay behind around here, but definitely they know that the water will come. Around the area, there's a market that put a sign saying that please be aware of water that will arrive here within 1 or 2 days. So they're actually warning people around the suburb areas.
All right.
No, thank you so much, Kun Nirasha. Hope you stay safe there.
Thank you, Kun Veena, Kun Aravi.
Thank you.